was the patriarchy.
But the patriarchy's not able to be in charge of the patriarchy. What's wrong with you?
Who's in charge of the patriarchy if it's not the patriarchy?
Well, it's men, but not every man is inherently a member of the patriarchy.
Who says every man? I'm talking about elected.
Exactly.
I'm talking about elected officials. Were the elected officials who these women were protesting to change the law, the patriarchy they were protesting against?
I don't know if every single elected official that voted on the 19th Amendment was for or against the patriarchy, Andrew.
Were they the patriarchy?
Are they all the patriarchy? I'm not going to make that assumption about.
Then what system are you? Then point to what the system is that's the patriarchy. What is that system?
The system of the patriarchy is the government structure that enabled. Well, actually, the system of the patriarchy is the structure in government that enables inequality on the basis of gender. It's not just one thing. It's a series of laws.
And was that system of patriarchy?
It was set up by men.
And was it in place at the time that the 19th Amendment was put in place? That system and so weren't they appealing to that system of patriarchy in order to get the 19th Amendment passed?
They appealed to men who worked within the patriarchy, but those men don't have to be the patriarchy.
So they appealed to the patriarchy.
But not every man is the patriarchy.
I didn't say they were. In this case, we're talking about a system of elected officials where that system of elected officials,
I don't think that the Constitution and the entire government is the patriarchy.
Then what is the patriarchy?
It's
point to it.
Specific laws that enable the proliferation
How can
of
a law be a patriarchy?
A law can be so it's specific laws that enable the proliferation of inequality.
That can't be the patriarchy. The patriarchy's people, isn't it?
No, you're the one that said that.
Patriarchy's not people?
No. It's an inanimate object. It's not a fucking person. You keep saying the patriarchy's people. That's what I'm trying to tell you.
So what's a matriarchy?
A matriarchy would be a system of laws that proliferates the inequality of the sexes in favor of women.
So if you have a matriarchy, would it require that there was women who were in charge and in powerful positions, the top positions?
Yes.
Right? Otherwise, it wouldn't be matriarchal, right?
Sure.
So then patriarchal, it would have to have men in those same positions.
Yes, but those men are not
Let me just follow up. Well, no, I think who else would be the patriarchy then?
It's a system. It's laws, Andrew.
Can you...
Like the law that did not allow women to vote is a part of the patriarchal system. But it's not one freaking dude. Why do you keep thinking that the patriarchy is a single set of humans?
Okay, well then walk me through.
It can be an ideology as well.
Okay, I see.
So like if you are a man who says, I believe that women don't have a right to vote, then yes, you would be in favor of a patriarchal system.
So when feminists were fighting against patriarchy, they were fighting against an inanimate object.
We're fighting against a system, yes.
An inanimate object?
Do you not understand how systemic oppression works?
Well, I don't understand how
No, you don't understand how
patriarchy
systemic
works.
oppression works. Okay, so you don't understand how patriarchy
I guess I don't.
Thank you. All right,
I'm super confused. Feminists were fighting against an inanimate object.
It's a system. Do you know what a system is? Can you define the word system?
I think that systems of governance require human beings.
Yes.
And I think specifically that...
But systems of government...
I think specifically feminists were pointing at men in the government as being the patriarchy for sure.
Systems of government require human beings, but systems of government are not human beings. That's what I'm saying. Those men might have had power because of the patriarchy, but the patriarchy is not defined by those 5 people. If they were to die, then the patriarchy is not dead, it's not over. And that's the issue with the system, is because it's inanimate, you can't just appeal to one group of people and expect it to end.
So
that's why there's been multiple waves of feminism.
Okay, so I just
if the patriarchy was just the people that ratified the 19th Amendment, then we would be over. There'd be nothing to talk about.
So when you're appealing to, I want to get rid of the patriarchy, you're saying that you want to just change governmental systems?
I want to repeal certain laws that proliferate the inequality.
So patriarchy is just laws?
Well, it's a collection of laws and systems, yes.
Well, what system?
Well, it's within the United States government system.
Yeah, but what's the system look like? Because it looks to me like we have the same fucking system that we had then.
Yes, but you see how laws can be amended and can change
So it's just laws?
Yes, essentially. It's a collection of laws.
So patriarchy is just a collection of laws?
Well, it's the idea that a collection of laws creates a system of inequality. Yes,
okay, so
on the basis of gender.
Is any law which creates something which is unequal based along gender lines patriarchal?
Well, if it creates inequality on in favor of women, then no, that would be a matriarchal law, right?
Okay, so matriarchy and patriarchy from your view.
It's not a human. It's a collection of laws.
It's just laws.
Yes.
So if laws favor a gender, then it's matriarchal, and if laws favor the gender female, then or sex female, then it's matriarchal.
Yes.
And sex male, it's patriarchal.
Yeah, and I'm fine with sex and gender interchangeably. I know some woke
I mean,
people
I'm
are.
not.
Really?
Really.
You don't think that you can use sex and gender interchangeably in this context?
No, I think
that's interesting.
I think that when progressives say gender, they mean something that I mean. I use it interchangeably with sex because I mean female and male, and they don't. So let me ask you.
In the context of this, I think we should use it interchangeably, but that's okay if you don't want to.
So help me out here with this then. I just want to make sure I got this right. When we're talking about systems of enforcement for laws, for these laws,
yes,
is the primary enforcement mechanism going to be men?
Well, the primary enforcement mechanism for most laws is our legal system, right?
No, the enforcement arm.
The enforcement would be the police.
And would you say that the police are mostly compiled of men?
Yes, sure.
Okay. Would you say that almost all enforcement mechanisms are compiled mostly by men?
Sure.
So then if we're talking about just the enforcement of laws that you want, aren't you again appealing to men?
Okay. And?
I just want to make sure that that's correct.
Okay.
Well, then you're ratifying force doctrine.
I'm not ratifying force doctrine, though, because it's not a judgment on... I mean, actually, I believe in your descriptor of force doctrine. My issue is that I don't believe in your prescriptor of force doctrine. I don't believe you're in your opinion on it.
Force doctrine is not a prescription.
Well, do you have an opinion on force doctrine? Do you believe that...
It's a descriptor.
Do you believe that it's moral?
What?
Force doctrine. Do you believe that using coercive force...
Wait a second.
...to consolidate power is moral?
Sometimes.
Okay, that's fair.
Yeah, sometimes it is. But
not all the time?
No.
Okay, deal.
No.
Deal.
But
like
the thing is...
Andrew, you know we mostly agree on this one, right? Like, what the fuck are we even talking about right now?
Well, I just wanted to make sure that... I mean, it actually does sound like you think that if all you're appealing to when you say patriarchy is laws that are passed, right? That's it. And that's what patriarchy is. I think that is in complete disagreement with the feminist movement and what early feminist pioneers were saying, which is that it's a male-oriented system, not laws.
It is a male-oriented.
And that it's the men who are in charge, which are problematic. So
I believe that the laws are what are basically more. I believe that the laws are what are malevolent in this system. When it comes to the existence of the patriarchy, it is laws. Those laws were created by some men. Those men who created laws to perpetuate inequality, they are immoral for that action. But I don't believe that all men are immoral just because we live in a patriarchal society. I mean, that would be ridiculous. How would I do anything? How would I have a conversation with
But that's not what I'm asking.
It
I'm
is,
asking you to
You said
differentiate.
that feminism lies about the benevolence of men, and that feminists believe
Feminists
that all
do lie
men
about the
are
benevolence
immoral,
of men.
and I don't think that all men are immoral.
Yeah, well then I don't think that you believe in the same prescriptions that your feminist forebears did.
My feminist forebears didn't believe all men were immoral.
Well, it's not
either.
all.
They had husbands.
They definitely believed, though, that the system of patriarchy was literally men who wanted to be in charge and men reinforcing the system of men being in charge.
But that's not every man, is what I'm saying.
I didn't say it was.
Okay.
That's not the point.
But we're talking about the benevolence of all men. Yes, I believe that the men who created the patriarchy are immoral, but that doesn't mean that the men who continue to exist in the patriarchy are all inherently immoral.
What makes those men immoral?
What makes those men immoral is that they sought to perpetuate inequality within our society.